So the first step is logging into Clarity HMIS, so ensuring that users do have access. All of the organizations that work with veterans currently do have access to the correct assessment tabs within HMIS. If any future programs are serving veterans and part of the Volt and Veteran navigation meetings, then we will make sure that that access is granted as well. But first, a login happens to our HMIS system for King County. As soon as the login occurs, you can go to search for a client. We are using just a test client, obviously, for this recording. But as you can see, the search function is just normal for searching for any client. Once we have selected the client, child test, for this recording, we're going to look at what we need to do for that specific client. So we will go first to the assessments tab. Once the assessments tab is clicked, you will see some of the options for what assessments are available to be completed. Again, the three things that lead into our veteran by name list are our profile, so any profile information that the individual has in HMIS, the actual VI SPDAT or whatever prioritization tool we are using, and then our veteran, our actual veteran Volt form. And so you'll see under the assessments tab, you'll see all of the options available. There's two things that we can do at this step. One is look at the assessment history. If someone already has a Seattle King County Volt review form, regardless of the date completed, there's no need to create a new form. You can just go ahead, click the edit button right here, and start updating that form. What may happen is you may come to the assessments tab for a veteran household, and in the drop down of assessment history, not see a Volt form, you would then want to go and create a new Volt form. So under the assessment tab, again, scroll down, you'll see Seattle King County Volt review form right here, and you'll click start to have a new tab happen, or I'm sorry, a new form open. Again, the way you will be able to identify this is looking under assessment history. We only want one Volt form to ever be created per household. So if you see it down here, please click edit. If you do not see it, there either may be no results or only a VI SPDAT. Go ahead and look under the assessments for the Seattle King County Volt review form and start a new one. In the event you come to assessment history and a household has two Volt forms, that's okay. We have the opportunity to delete those. Please go in and check to see that all of the information from the oldest form that is still relevant is moved over to the newer form, and alert Raphael or the coordinated entry for all team that that older one needs to be deleted. So again, not registered for the VHA, that's all right. We can move that information over to the newest Volt form if it's not already there. Not registered. Push save. And then you would want to come back and alert the coordinated entry team that this oldest one can now be deleted. People have asked questions about when to use a case conferencing form compared to a Volt review form. And these really have to do with which case conferencing a veteran household might be showing up in. So for example, all veterans experiencing homelessness that we know experiencing homelessness in King County, we want to make sure they do have a Volt review form created. If they are being reviewed by the case conferencing team, which if they're newly identified or there's information updated to their Volt, or there's information updated to their profile in HMIS, they're going to be appearing again for the case conferencing team to review. So we want to ensure that these are being created for any veteran experiencing homelessness. In addition to that, we are going to have some veterans who are appearing in other case conferencing spaces because they are being prioritized with other populations as well. For example, in our family population or our single adult population. In those cases, those case conferencing meetings, though there will be a case conferencing form created for those veterans as well. So again, if veterans are prioritized in other populations and are part of their priority pool, you may see the case conferencing forms created. For the purpose of the veteran by name list, Vet Vault form is where the veteran's information is going to be updated and reflected on the veteran by name list. So if they are a veteran, please ensure that you are updating this information to ensure that's the most accurate reflected on the veteran by name list.